What is your favorite memory from camp?
I think probably Merlin's mask was like one of my favorites.
Merlin's mask was sick.
It was so sick. It was so sick.
Avery and
I
Jackson.
honestly have oh my god, Avery and Jackson was insane. But I think like honestly I've made so many good memories, it's hard to like pick like one specific one, but I think like the whole of Knighthood 1 and Knighthood 2 was really interesting. It was stressful, but it was interesting.
Sick.
Elise, what is your favorite memory of camp?
Going to sleep at rest hour.
What's the funniest thing you heard this summer?
Oh man, I heard a lot of funny things. Where's this footage going?
What's the funniest thing you heard this summer?
Okay, this might be a little risque, but the funniest thing I heard this summer was one time John Patrick Sullivan, we all know him, we all love him. One time he was mopping the bottom of the lodge, and then he says, without being prompted, he just goes, "Guys, would you rather have Choco Tacos or the Challenger not explode?"
Okay. That's pretty good.
Okay, thanks. What's your favorite memory?
I didn't hit her. I pet her, and I'm strong.
What do you remember the most about this summer?
Store.
That's it. That's. Okay, and what's your favorite state dinosaur?
What's my favorite? What's a state dinosaur?
I
like the state of Pennsylvania's dinosaur.
What is it?
Velociraptor.
Since childhood? Oh no. This kind of interview?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
different question.
my question: what is the funniest thing that has happened this summer at camp?
Yeah, guys, this is too deep for me.
The funniest thing.
What's your favorite horse?
Monty.
Why?
Because he's sweet.
What was your worst child story this summer? No names.
My worst child story?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say? I don't.
No names, and it's fine.
Where's this going?
Only to staff. Only to our staff. It's going in the time capsule video.
Let me think.
Go.
I had a child that wouldn't move, like physically, and because she was so homesick, and we had to carry her limp body everywhere with us. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Okay, so one time we went on the Ute Trail, and there was a little bit of light rain, but we kept it going. It was going fine. And then it started to hail, and the hail got bigger and bigger, and suddenly the hail was golf ball sized, and everyone was falling off their horses. I fell off Boomer, fell down the hill. Kids were crying, kids were falling off, and then it was fine about 10 minutes later, but it was pretty scary.
Go.
What is a horror story you have from life?
Well, earlier this summer, I was trying to catch a horse named Winnie, pull her to the trail line, and we'd had some problems with her earlier that week, and so I tried to go up to her first with no ropes in my hand and just pat her and let her down. And when I did that, I put my hand on her side, and she spun and hit me in the ribs. And I was on the ground lying 5 minutes out of breathe. And but I didn't break any ribs. And yeah.
Who do you think?
No, I didn't break any ribs.
Oh, wow.
Okay, your favorite horse and why?
Cooperate.
He kicks a lot. He's not afraid to kick another
Zoe,
one.
what's your favorite horse and why?
My favorite horse is Roxy because we just emulate each other.
Have you ever had a weird
And-
experience on Roxy?
I did fall off Roxy on the wake up ride a year ago, but that is just a minor detail, and it was due to Winnie and not her fault. So Winnie's the worst horse at farm.
Okay, go.
My worst session with my worst kids, I had this one kid that I was in MAC, and she was on my top bunk. Dude, and she would poke her head down every single morning. The moment I opened my eyes, she would wait for me to open my eyes, and the moment I woke up, she would say, "Nobody likes you, you're ugly." And then every single morning, like clockwork, for 2 weeks. After that, she keeps coming back, and she's like obsessed with me. You're so mean. You're so mean.
Oh no. What's one of your random questions? What's one of your random questions, Michelle? Connor, can we interview you?
About what?
About your random question, favorite tree, and your craziest child at camp.
No, best child. Do best child.
No,
Can't do that.
but no names.
Can't do that.
You can't do either of those questions.
No.
You don't know what your favorite tree is?
Choose one.
My favorite tree is the tree by the big stream.
Nice. Colin, can we interview you? Colin, what is your favorite tree?
My favorite tree?
Yeah.
Probably an aspen tree.
Why?
It's very pretty and you can apply sunscreen from it.
That's pretty cool. What's the craziest child that you ever had at camp?
It's a great
No
question.
names.
Honestly, I've never had a crazy child.
You've never had-
I've been a very lucky counselor. Or a good one. I don't know.
Want to see something really cool for your video?
Yeah.
I just fully fell in mud.
That's rough. No.
Oh, I didn't know there was water.
And or something cool that happened. How about something cool that happened?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, this is like a collective.
What's
Okay.
one that we could think of that was
What is like the worst thing she did?
Just list off all of the things she did.
on Vespers? She like was rolling around in the creek bed in her Vespers dress and just had mud all over the place.
She
And then
also
we had
cold.
pool later that day, and even when she showered, the mud was just like caked onto her legs, so it didn't really come off. And I made her go back and shower a second time. She also called one of our other campers' dresses the ugliest thing she'd ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
She has a maniacal. She's like actually just a goblin. Yeah. Through and through.
Just a
That is all
goblin
she is.
child.
She used to spit at people.
She would cry tears of mud and snot.
Yeah, whenever
mud.
she would cry, it would be like mud.
Oh my gosh.
You could see it was a physical line. You could see where the mud just like.
Yeah, she would also go up and like grab your arm like this, and it would just be like mud.
Also,
Mud.
she would suck her thumb all the
Oh,
time
yeah.
to feel the grooves on the top of her mouth, and she would try and hold your hand right
A wet
after.
hand.
The really soft.
Your favorite horse.
Boomer.
Boomer.
Why?
Because he's the best. Hot.
What is a camper horror story?
One of my campers had explosive diarrhea on the steps to the lodge, and it was my first time ever counseling, and I was on alone, and it soaked into her shoes and socks and 4 steps of the stairs.
Oh my gosh. What's yours?
I had a camper that didn't do a single activity all of Myths and Magic and just cried the entire time and said how much she wanted to go home.
Oh my gosh, did they come back?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, my very first session of seedlings, I had a little demonic child that kept trying to murder everybody in the cabin and would like fake trip people and would take their stuff, or like if they were standing on something, she like yanked it out from underneath of them and like would get people hurt all the time and then pretend she was a sweet little angel, but she tried to murder like 5 people. That's it. That's crazy!
Go. What is your favorite dinosaur?
This one.
Okay, what's the coolest thing that happened at camp this summer? The first thing that comes to mind.
This guy.
Ask your question.
What's your favorite kind of tree?
My favorite kind of tree? I'm a big fern guy.
Okay, Evie, what's your favorite tree?
My favorite kind of tree is a ponderosa pine.
Nice. What is the coolest and or craziest thing that's happened to you this summer? No names. Yes!
The coolest thing that's happened to me this summer is I got to meet one of my best friends.
Ah! Orson?
Very cute. I confirmed that I am living in Hawaii for the next year.
That's awesome. Okay, thanks, guys.
Favorite kind of laundry detergent?
I like the Tide Unstoppables because they smell really good.
Okay, and what's your craziest camper story?
My craziest
No names.
camper story. My camper pooping himself in the middle of the dance.
Nice.
I can't do it.
You can't do what?
Walk.
I wanna go home.
What are you gonna remember about camp?
I'm gonna remember all my cute little kiddos and the friendships and the magic
What is a camper
and the
horror
crumble
story?
cookies.
Camper horror story.
Camper horror story.
No names.
I had a camper who was really suicidal this summer, and that was really, really hard. That wasn't really a horror story.
But just really hard.
Just really hard. Yeah.
Okay, it's better.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
The thing I'm gonna miss the most about camp is the people. Because you guys are all amazing, and every single one of you has something that I look up to. So I love you all.
Cheesy. America, what are you gonna miss about camp?
The thing I'm gonna miss about camp is the lighting good?
No.
Okay.